All right, then, no nonsense 80% win rate strategy. I'm going to show you a quick example of it, and then I'm going to show you some of the trades that I've taken recently. Very, very simple. Let's get into it. So my strategy, very simply, you're looking for accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. This is the signature and price that you're looking for. You've got your accumulation here. Your market goes sideways. Your manipulation below a key level of liquidity like this. This would be your manipulation. And then you're looking for distribution back to the upside, and you're looking to catch this move back up after you've swept and grabbed liquidity. You get an inverted fair value gap like this. You enter when you close back above it. You target a 1-for-1. And then basically you're looking to try and get a 1-for-1 and then hold runners up back through the V shape back to the upside. Very, very simple and easy signature and price to find. You can see here this inverted fair value gap. A stop loss on this would be if you close back below the inverted fair value gap, then you would stop yourself out manually. I don't use hard stops unless very, very niche situations, because usually what happens is you'll get your trade come back up, you'll come and back test into this, and then it will continue like this, and you don't want to be getting stopped out with hard stops. So basically, I'll target a 1-for-1 and then I'll leave runners back up through the V shape. And this is the strategy. It's very, very simple, very easy to follow, and I'll show you some examples now. Also, by the way, guys, please do like and subscribe and leave a comment. It really helps out the channel. And if you do want to get alerts and signals for this, you can get them in the description below. So I'm just going to go back through the 1 minute time frame here and just see if I can find a few trades over the past few days. I know that there's one yesterday that I took, but I want to see if there's anything else that I missed during Asia session here. You can see we're at all-time highs, so it's quite difficult to get a trade unless you come down and sweep a very obvious level of liquidity. But there is actually a trade here, I think. This looks like quite a good one. You can see key level of liquidity here. This was during the AM, during Asia session. A little bit of a crazy chop here, actually. Quite a significant amount of chopping around. But you can see we've got a little bit of an area of accumulation here. As you can see, we're kind of going sideways. We come down and we sweep this level of liquidity here. And then we actually get a nice little manipulation leg as well. You can see we've got a fair value gap being formed here. You'd very simply enter once you close above. As you can see, this would have worked out. You get your liquidity sweep, you've got your accumulation, your manipulation below, and then you're looking to target back to the upside and get in on the distribution level. You can see this would have come up here, 1-for-1. You would have took half your position off at the 1-for-1 here, gone break even on the rest of the position, and as you can see, we would have come up to this level here, where I would have taken another level of profit, and then I would have just held probably another runner all the way back up through this V shape. And as you can see, this would have worked out really nicely. Coming up here for a really, really good, let me see if I can undo my stop loss. So you can see this would have gone up for about a 1-to-8 there. But if you took half off here, and half off here, it's about a 1-to-4. Obviously, this would have been an excellent, excellent trade. Quite small though, this fair value gap. I don't tend to take ones that are less than 4 points. Obviously, you can see the vision this would have worked out. So have a little look. I'll see if I can find something else here. This one potentially would have worked as well. You can see you've got your accumulation. You've got your level of liquidity, which is pretty much this area here, isn't it? All the way down to this level. You see we manipulate below, get a good bullish reaction back up. Got a pretty clean fair value gap here of these candles. You can see you entered on this, could have entered on this, targeting a 1-for-1. This would have come up and got hit here. Have your next runner up to the high, and then you probably could have just held another runner for all-time highs. Obviously, the rest would have got stopped at break even here, unless you took off some positions here. But you can see this would have been about a 1 or a 2R overall. Another good trade there. It's hard to take trades on the way up. During all-time highs, because you can see quite often we do just grind to the highs. This was the trade that I took on NQ. Let me just find the exact trade that I took. Was it a 5 minute? Was it this 5 minute? Was it a 3? I think it was a 3 minute that I took. I'm just trying to remember which one exactly it was. I think it was this one here. As you can see, we've got a pretty nice 3 minute entry point here. Obviously, we pumped for CPR yesterday. Started to retrace, came back to the upside, but we didn't. And then we got Trump flapping his gums. We came down, we swept this clean level of liquidity here. You can see a very good bullish reaction to this in the space of a few candles. Very, very clear and obvious fair value gap there. Good targets above. entering on the break, the close above that fair value gap there. As you can see, we would have come up and hit a 1-for-1 straight away. This was one of the rare cases where I didn't go break even because I was actually busy. So I actually I entered this position and I was thinking we'll probably potentially chop around a little bit here, but I actually, by the time this had hit break even, I hadn't actually taken profit on this one. But obviously this would have been a 1-for-1 here, and then you would have scaled half and got a hit break even. So it would have technically been a scale half break even trade. But for me, I actually missed the break even, so I ended up holding runners back up through this V shape all the way up for another really nice 1 to 6 here. This would have been around a 1 to 3 with those scale options. I took half here and then half here because I missed my scale half at 1R. But as you can see, this was another banger trade. Very, very obvious V shape in hindsight, as you can see. Swept a good clean level of liquidity. I thought we'd probably go lower, so I didn't actually alert this one in the Discord because I was waiting for this down below here. But as you can see, pretty good trades. Very, very good strategy. There's actually a trade here as well. This 3-minute would have been really good. So you can see we've got accumulation. We've got this manipulation down below, and then we've got another manipulation leg, which was really interesting. You can see there were no fair value gaps to take here anyway, but you can see on the second leg down, heading into an area here where we've got a really nice fair value gap. I think, did I take this? This was that one where it didn't close above. Just trying to remember if I'm sure that I took this, but it might have been on a different time frame. Was it the 5-minute? No. I'm sure that there was a time frame that I took this on, but it didn't actually close on the 3-minute there, as you can see. Maybe it was the 2-minute. Did I take this 2-minute? I think I could have potentially taken this 2-minute. I'm just trying to remember. Was it a 15-minute? Could have been this. I think I definitely took this trade. On the 3-minute, I think on my broker. I think what happened on my on the broker that I was entering on, what happened was that we actually did close above on this one, and I ended up taking it because I could tell with this lovely drop and then that this was going to V-shape back up. I could tell that this was going to happen. And I think on my broker, I think we did close above, so I ended up entering like up here like this. And then you could see it would have worked out anyway, targeting a 1-for-1. If you do miss the entry by like a tiny amount like this, it is safer to wait. But obviously, in this situation, I did end up entering, even though it didn't technically close above on this chart specifically. But I'm pretty sure on my broker it did close above, and I think I was just watching my broker chart and ended up entering because I knew that this was probably going to work. But anyway, you can see targeting our 1-for-1. We obviously hit that, went break even on the rest, targets above. Clean and very clear and obvious targets, the swing high here, and then the final TP would be the swing high up here. I think what happened on this one was we came up, we hit the second TP. I've got my final runner. We obviously come up, missed the TP, come down, missed the TP again. I think I just closed because we were going into the changeover to the next day as well here, and I didn't want to get stuck in a position overnight because you're not allowed to on some of my brokers. So this would have been another banger trade, as you can see. This would have been a 1 to 6. About a 1 to 3 if you scaled like I do. Overall, this strategy is an absolute beast, guys. There's so many good trades. You can see how many trades I've taken recently or how many you could have taken that all would have worked. Definitely go check this out for yourself. Like and subscribe and leave a comment. And please go down in the description, sign up for the Discord. You can find out more nuances about the strategy there and get alerts and signals. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.